Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome to our class. I'm your instructor Adil Raza, and today we have to start a new chapter from grade 6 and it's our unit 10. So let's find out what our chapter is and to which theme this chapter is actually addressing. So here is the chapter. The chapter is small actions for a big difference. The chapter name is very much clear. Clarify that what the text is going to be about. And what is the main theme? The main theme is environmental education and the sub theme is conservation of natural resources like water and gas. So in this chapter we will learn how the small actions which actually conserve the energy leads to the environmental betterment. So let's find out what is the thematic overview of this chapter. So here is the theme overview. In unit 10, small actions for a big difference, the theme focuses on environmental education and how individuals' actions can impact the environment. Like individual actions, a small individual action is to plant a tree. So a small action, plant a tree, can lead to the environment in a better way. We can say that it can lead very much in the betterment of the environment. So you just switch off a light, we can say that switch off some TV or some extra fan, they all can lead to the environmental betterment. So this is how small actions can lead to the, we can say that, a big difference. This is how small actions make a big difference. So the sub theme emphasize the conservation of natural resources like water and energy. The unit encourages practical steps such as reducing energy consumptions through switching off lights, through switching off extra fans or extra electric devices, and mindful resources used to contribute positively to environmental sustainability. So students, I hope you guys have a better understanding of the theme and what is meant by the small actions which can create big difference. I have give you some examples of such type of small actions and you guys have to do such type of small actions which will lead to a better world, a better environment for ourselves and for our upcoming generations. So let's go further. Now we have to go through the lecture divisions and the SLOs of this chapter. So in the lecture 1 we will learn the first SLO, and this SLO is actually concerned with the competency of grammar, and the SLO states that used past continuous writing. Use past continuous tense in writing. So in this SLO we will learn what is meant by the past continuous. It's actually a tense. So in this tense, what is the structure of sentence, how we make the negative or interrogative of past continuous. So this is how we will address this SLO. Here we have the second SLO, and this SLO is also about the competency of grammar. This SLO states that identify and use adverb phrases in writing for different purposes. So in this SLO we will learn what are adverbs and how they make different phrases, what are different types of adverbial phrases, and how to write using the adverb phrases. So let's go further. Here we have the third SLO. This SLO is also concerned to the competency of grammar and vocabulary. Primarily it is concerned with the vocabulary. So comprehend and use idioms like lend a hand, help in the different texts. So in this we will primarily focus on the idioms, how they are formed, how they create meaning in different texts. So let's go further. Here we have lecture 4A, and in this lecture we will learn an SLO which is related to the reading competency. So the SLO states that predict the content of a short piece of text from topic picture, title headings, bold italicized prints, etc. by using prior knowledge, asking questions and contextual clues, topic sentence, synonyms, antonyms, definition, explanation and restatement. So students, we have already learned about predicting the content. In this SLO, in this chapter we will address this SLO through seeking how to restate something, what are synonyms, what are antonyms, and how using synonyms and antonyms we can change the topic sentences, or we can change the title of the chapter, or we can restate some sentences. So this is how this is what we will learn in this SLO or in this lecture. So let's go further. Here we have another SLO from reading and critical thinking. So let's find out The SLO states that identify any silent letters, suffixes and prefixes in the word to facilitate reading. The next SLO states that use familiar patterns such as digraphs, blends, chunks, affixes in an unfamiliar word, mark vowel sounds to decode it and pronounce it correctly. So in this SLO, we will learn about the prefixes, suffixes, the consonant blends and different chunks of the language. So let's go further. Here we have the lecture 4C, and this lecture is primarily considered primarily concerned also with the competency of reading. The SLO states that identify the speaker of the poem or story, first person, third person or etc. So in this SLO we will learn about the narrative perspective, or I would say that we will try to identify the speaker of the story or the poem. So let's go further. Here we have another SLO, and this SLO is actually concerned with the oral communication skills. The SLO states that develop conversation for clarity and effect to engage a listener. So in this we will learn during the conversation how can we engage the participants, how can we engage our listener. Let's go further. Here we have the lecture 5B, and our SLO is concerned with the writing's competency. What the SLO states? Write multiple paragraphs on a single topic on the given text types using correct capitalization, punctuation, spelling, by using pre-writing strategies, brainstorming, mind mapping, writing a first draft, seeking peer feedback, incorporating teachers' feedback, developing a final draft. So in this SLO is actually concerned with the paragraph writing, but in a certain manner. So this is how we will learn in this chapter and in these SLOs. I hope you guys have a clear idea what we are going to learn in this chapter and what are the SLOs which we have to address in this chapter. If you find any issue, confusion, you can ask in the comment section and ask from your teachers as well. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.